Right.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very different looking spring battle here from the Absolute Park 2026. For those of you who know and love the spring battle, it's all about the slopestyle, but this year, as an extra special treat for everyone, we have the Rail Jam coming up right now. Today, starting in just a few minutes, we have the women's qualification. Tomorrow at the same time, the men's qualification, and on Tuesday, our finals. So let's get in the booth and check out all the action.
Welcome to Absolute Park Spring Battle. As ever, so technical on the rails. Solid stop. Can't believe he's put it down. Always a pleasure to watch this man. Oh, beautiful. How nice was that?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Absolute Park here for the Spring Battle 2026, a new addition to the Spring Battle. We've always had a kind of rail jam element to it, but it was always based on a best trick filming element, and this year we've decided to bring in an actual rail jam here set up in front of the chill house. Today is women's qualification. We have two heats of the women's battling it out for a spot in the final. So welcome to the show. Is this our first rider dropping in? Looks like it might be. Oh, lovely nose slide pretzel, I believe, from Mary Kuhlmann from Germany. So we'll give each of our athletes a intro. That wasn't Mary Kuhlmann. That's Mary Kuhlmann there. So I unfortunately don't have comms with our starter. So here we go. Mary Kuhlmann from Bavaria in Germany, 50-50, backboard 278. Starting things off strong. We'll give each rider an intro run so the judges know who they're dealing with, and then we will open it up for a jam format. So Bella Warren looks like she will be dropping in next from the United States. Here's a replay. Is that 278 from Marie Kuhlmann? Coming in strong off of multiple podiums at the Junior World Championships. Daughter of Andre Kuhlmann, former Eastern 7 legend and Bavarian pro rider. Here we go, Bella Warren from the United States, dropping in next. Front block 278, she did that beautifully on the down rail. Let's have a look at this angle, see how locked in she was. That's what the judges will be looking for. So the judging format is a new concept that was wheeled out at the judging progression sessions in summer. They were discussing how to lock in a rail jam format so it benefits everyone. Next up, it looks like Maisie Hill dropping in. So yeah, we're not dropping in order, which is going to be nice and challenging for me because I can't see the big numbers, but I know who most of these riders are. So Maisie Hill, 50-50 bonk, back one out. Absolute Park team rider, of course, coming in from a performance at the Livigno Winter Olympic Games. Yeah, so each rider will be scored. They'll have their 4 best run scores. This is Katja Dutu from the Netherlands, an incredibly strong rider. So each athlete, each rider will have 4 runs, their best 4 runs scored, and then they will have a composition score added on top of that. So composition score is kind of what we used to call overall impression. It's how each trick has been done, etc. Is that Nata? Nata is not on my start list, so I don't know.
Okay, next one's dropping in.
Ah, there she is. Yes, she is. So Nata is on my start list. We also have Sky Romans from Belgium. Just did her first run. I'm not sure who this legend is here, but I'll try and work it out. Let's have a look. Oh, backboard 278. Might have been a switch backboard. Can we see the number? No, we can't. Classic. Might have been. Let's have a look. See if we can guess. Nope. This is Rina. No, that's not Rina. This is Johanna Fuchs. Yeah, it's nice 50-50 front one out. Might have been a switch 50-50. Don't have the stances on my list, unfortunately. And whilst I do know some of the riders' stances, not all of them. Next one. Oh, nice. Front one on, half cab off. Nice steez on that one, locking it in. Here comes Marie Kuhlmann. I do recognise Marie. Oh, what? 270 on. Kind of more like 180 on and then switching it round to the 270. Little switch up in there. Yeah, looks like she might have been trying to hold that up, but the 360 off. Sorry. Half cab on, back three out. Sick. From Marie Kuhlmann there from Germany. Bella Warren next up. And Nata Selena Sanchez over on the right-hand side of the screen getting locked in. So we will try and unleash this into a jam format. Just dealing with maybe some technical issues at the moment, but we'll try and let these ladies ride free and fast once it gets going. Oh, Johnny, our starter up there. So for those of you tuning in, welcome. Absolute Park Spring Battle 2026. A little bit inclement weather today. We've got some cloud cover. And of course the slopestyle is going on the main park, on the Pro Park. The first of 4 days of filming to get your best slopestyle run done. Unique format this year. We're rolling out pure FPV drones for the filming. Yeah, weather not perfect, but our riders have been getting used to the course up there. Some of the best riders in the world are here. Mia Brooks, for example, Judd Henkes, Rocco Jameson, Marie Kuhlmann, Anna Gasser, and a number of others. So over 80 competitors here. You can see some of the stars ripping in the rail jam as well. I mean, everyone is a star, of course, but at the moment we've got the women's qualification heat number 1, but just a little course hold at the moment, not sure what's going on. See if we can get some information for you. I think it's a problem with one of our cameras, and of course we do want to make sure that there's all the camera angles for our judges. Maisie Hill having a little dance at the top, why not? Keeping the vibes flowing. Maisie, of course, new signing on the Absolute Park team roster. Was ripping over at the Winter Olympic Games in Milano Cortina. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get the results she was looking for, but had a great time and then been back over here in Absolute Park. As we see Bella Warren dropping in from the United States. Oh, sick. Frontboard pretzel on the down rail. Love that one. Really technical trick, locking it in clean. There's a look at the rail setup. There she goes all the way to the end of the rail, gets it round. Maybe a little heel edge heavy on the landing, but I'm sure the judges won't mind too much. Maybe we should try and clean that one up. And we've got Maisie Hill dropping in next from the UK. Sort of raised in the Port du Soleil area as well, though. Switch back board 270 out, locking that one in clean as you'd expect. There you go. Solid on that back foot. Perfect. Textbook, some might say. Oh, Katja dropping in now. Looks like she jumped the gun a little bit. One of the most exciting talents to come from the Netherlands. Incredible steez on the rails. Let's see what she's got for us. Wow. There's that steez I was talking about. Full lock on the backboard 270. Let's have a look. Was it switch? No, it was, and a backboard, the regular version of the trick. Look at that. Oh, that is so sick. That front leg extension. Not a hand down. We love that one. Katja, yeah, really sick rider. Maybe we just saw a run from Nata. Missed that one, unfortunately. Sky Ramans dropping in from Belgium next. Regular footer. Another up one on the up and come on the rise. Sorry, up and comer from Belgium. Was it the Rocker Rail series earlier in the year? 50-50 front board. Just coming off a little bit early on that one. Let's have a look. Going through the double kink though. Just knocks her off a little bit down. Doesn't manage to lock it in clean. The judges will be docking her for that one as our AbsolutPark marketing team legend Max in the background getting all the angles. I need to work out who this is, because that was a sick front blunt. It might be Stella actually. Yeah, I think it's Stella Arcati from Italy. Front blunt 270 out. I myself tried one of those today. Did the most ugly version of the trick possibly ever done, but landed it. That's all that counts. 50-50 nose slide from Johanna Vogt. So it's been a great week so far. We had all the crews rocking up over the last few days. We had some brilliant weather. And while the pro line was closed, you'd see basically the best riders in the world just cruising through the medium line here in AbsolutPark. One of the funnest lines on the planet. If anyone's thinking of stepping up their freestyle game, this is one of the meccas in Europe. Really fast park laps. Quite often you see the best riders in the world here to inspire you. And really nice sort of progression of smaller rails through to the more gnarly features that you see these athletes and riders performing on. But a wonderful place to visit to, flying to Salzburg or Munich and head down, even to Vienna, take the train across. Bella Warren coming in now, gapping over, lip slide, pretzel out. Maybe needs to lock that in a bit cleaner to the end of the rail. Let's have a look. Yeah, it just comes off a little early. The judges don't like that. Want to see the trick locked, as we say. That means all the way to the end of the rail. Maisie Hill. Oh, beautiful. Half cab on, back one out on the down rail. Locks that one in super nicely. There you go, perfect. Straight into the 50-50. I like that she's locked directly into 50-50 rather than kind of sliding it round. Much like the skateboard trick, you know, you can't slide a skateboard round on the trucks. Nata, front blunt 270 out.
270 out. Super stylish Nata. Hell yeah.
Puts it down. See Nata just swiveling it round a little bit there. The judges will dock her for that. Let's see what Katja's got for us. A lovely frontside board slide. Wonder if she's looking for the pretzel out or whether she's just looking to sort of improve step by step. She did arguably the world's best backlit pretzel through a double kink that I've ever seen at the Rocker Rail finals in Den Haag earlier on in this winter season at the end of December. Nice 50-50 board slide to fakie there from Sky Romans from Belgium. Let's have a look. Locks it in clean. Solid board slide. Maybe just a little wobble there, but manages to get it clean. I'll get it locked to the end. There you go. Stella Arcati looking for the gap over the big black ball. Not managing to lock it in as clean as she would have liked on the down section, but all good. Plenty of time left on the clock, I believe. Nice gap up to 50-50 front one out from Johanna Vogt.
Gap to 50-50. Front one out. And Marie. Chasing same plans.
Mary Coolman, lovely gap. Did she bonk the ball then? Little tap maybe to backboard 270 out.
And what's happening next on the stair set? Oh, beautiful. Locked in and then split out.
Is that Rina Yoshika perhaps? Yeah, Rina Yoshika from Japan. Broke her back horrifically a couple of years ago and has slowly but surely been coming back to form. Bella Warren looking for that board slide through the down, flat down. Doesn't lock that one in clean. She'll have to go back to the drawing board for that. Loving the pigtail steez though. Get that hair out of the way. Yeah, comes off early on that one. Not what the judges would have been looking for. Here we go, Nata Sanchez. Denim jacket, no goggles, no glasses. US Navy cap perhaps. No slide through the down, flat down. Was she looking for a pretzel out? That's the question. Maisie coming down. Nice board slide through that double kink. That's such a committing trick. That is not a mellow kink. You see Maisie getting bucked heavily there through that, but manages to lock it in. A little bit Zeechy perhaps, but locks it clean through. I'd be very happy with that. Now Katy coming on. We're going to see the front board pretzel. Yes. Little heel edge heavy on the landing, but such good style. That is one of the most exciting young talents out there from the Netherlands, from the indoor slope scene. Oh, nice 50-50 no slide pretzel from Sky Romans through the double kink. Again, she's just struggling a little bit with that lock on to the down part of this. Let's see, does she make contact to the end? Yeah, just comes off a little bit early. The judges will be looking at that. Stella Akati coming in full speed. She's going for some kind of gap madness. Yes, disappears into the dawn of time. Next rider. Not sure what, here we go, dropping in. Looks like they're setting up for the stair set. Johanna Fuchs, 50-50, front board-ish on the down rail. Need to lock that in a little cleaner, I think, for our judges. They want to see that board totally perpendicular to that down rail. Any degree off 90 is deemed a bit zeechy. Nice gap out to no slide pretzel out for Marie Kuhlmann. She is on fire right now. 15 years old, I think, maybe 16 now. Very exciting young talent from Germany. Some amazing tricks on the kickers as well, not just a jibber. Next up will be Rina Yoshika from Japan. Got a great bag of tricks on the kickers as well. Does double corks quite happily, cab dub nines. She comes in for a switchback board, 270 out. Yeah, stoked on that one. Let's have a look at the replay. Boom. Pops it off the end. Nata coming in. Is she going to get... Oh! Big old 180 on, switch 50-50. Doesn't quite lock it in, but that would be sick if she gets that full commitment. Gapping over that big ball. Yeah, just see, like right, didn't quite lock into the middle of the rail, but it's completely blind coming over that ball section, so it's going to be hard to get that line for Nata. Hopefully she manages to lock it in. Bella Warren just coming off that kind of challenge rail feature. We've got the kind of jersey barrier A-frame box to down, flat down. Here we go, Katja Dutu from the Netherlands. Gap out to no slide, just tweaks it over a little bit there. Look at this. Such style. Oh, I love it. Over tweaking it, over crook style. So sick. Sky Romans now from Belgium, gapping out. Yeah, the ball to down rail, seeing a lot of action right now from the ladies. Loving it. Gap out to no slide, just sitting down on it. Beautifully, I love that, Steez. Wish I could bend my knees like that. Stella Akati, here she goes, challenge rail. Oh, sick, committing to the board slide. That is such a committing trick right there. Gonna go all the way along, down, flat, and down again. That will be so sick. And the speed needed, so she's coming in at that kink with a lot of velocity. And I mean, the physics teachers out there will understand if you're hitting a flat rail full speed out of a down section. Incredibly committing. Gap over to front board from Marie Kuhlmann. That is perfection. Well, maybe just drifting off a little bit, but there is contact to the end of the rail. Maisie Hill Coming over, 50-50, back one out. Gap over. Does she make contact? Maybe. Maybe not. Comes off a little bit early, though. The judges, again, will take note. Incredibly qualified judging panel we've got locked in a broom cupboard, just overseeing proceedings. Johanna Fuchs, 50-50. Just to sort of tweak out a little nose slide on that one. Don't think it went exactly as she would have planned. When you're going into these combo tricks, you want to see complete definition between the two tricks, and I think that was a little bit too much like the 50-50 for the judges to really mark that one up.
Also getting the slingshot, hold it pull, maximize
Coach
speed.
Pat Chinka in the house.
Now it's break time.
Legendary snowboarder himself, lending a hand to Bella Warren as well.
Softer landings.
Very good of you, Chinka. Used to do the sickest front 14 off the toes back in his day. We got Bella Warren, what's she going for? 50-50, 50-50. Looking for that full challenge rail. I'd love it to see. If we see Stella Akati get the board slide all the way through that, I will lose my mind, because that is incredible. Let's have a look. Sky Romans from Belgium. Solid showing from the Benelux riders. Trying to gap out to board slide 270 out. Bit of impact when you're having to gap over that ball. Makes it incredibly much more difficult. Rina Yoshika from Japan, 50-50 front board. Graceful style as ever from the Japanese athlete.
Then you can get to gap over that lollipop. Yes.
Nice gap out, nose slide, tail tap 180 out there, the dead lung from Katja Dutu. Let's have a look. There's the tap and the 180 out. Nicely done. Let's have a look. Nata going. Is she going in for that full challenge rail? Nata Sanchez lives in Innsbruck from Spain originally. Spent many seasons over here as on our staff roster, actually working for AbsolutPark. And now a rail dominator in her own right. Oh, going for the gap out, 270. That will be sick if she gets that one. Is it 270 or she's trying to lock it in 180? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but we'll see. Oh, Marie Kuhlmann, 270 on, 270 off on the down rail. Marie is just dominating right now. I'm not a judge, but she would definitely be in my top picks for a spot through on our finals coming up later on in the week. Just so you know what's going on, there is a women's qualification today, 2 heats. This is heat number 1 if you're just joining us. And heat number 2 will be coming up. We'll have a 10-minute break between heat 1 and 2, and then we'll fire right in. Tomorrow we'll have the same format with the men's, except we have 4 heats instead of 2. And then the finals will be on Tuesday. Same setup, same judging format. And again, if you have missed my explanation of the judging format earlier on.
Okay, seems like there's 2 more minutes left, because there will be a quick reset in between and a quick warm-up for heat number 2. When there's 2 minutes, it's for sure at least 1 more on each. Johanna Fuchs from Germany, come on, show us what you got. Dropping in.
Can you just check Tim knows how to get in?
We're flying over.
Are we back? Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're just having a special guest, trying to get them into the booth now. Tim Ward of BBC fame will be jumping in the booth with me in just a second. Warren dropping in. She's been eyeing up that challenge rail. No, she's not going for it this time, though. Oh, nice. 50-50 front one. Switch 50-50 through the double kink. Love that one. Yeah, locks it in. Love that. All the way to the end of the rail. See her body pulling disco shapes to stop the rotation. There's Sky Romans gapping out and over. Nice, solid trick there. So the judging format, I was before I got interrupted by Tim Ward trying to break into the studio. desperate to get on the mic, he is. The format is so our judges will be scoring the best 4 tricks. They'll be scoring all the tricks, but they'll take your best 4 tricks from each rider, and that score will be added up together, and then you'll have a composition score added on top of that. Here we go, Nata, gapping over 270 with the bonk. Yes, she gets it. We'll have to have a look at the replay there for the revert. Gets the bonk on the ball. Here you go, watch. Makes contact. Ding, that's sick. Brings it round to 270. Gets it on. And then, yeah, locks in. And how's the ride out, though? Oh, missed it. Anyway, Katja Dutu going for that frontside board slide. Rina Yoshika coming in. We've lost everyone. Here you go, frontside board slide from Katja Dutu. She's already got the front board pretzel. I wonder what she's thinking with that. Maybe she's trying to switch it up. Then Rina Yoshika with the backboard. Yeah, so once you get your 4 top scores, you have a composition score added to that, which is kind of like your style, your flow, your trick choices, all this kind of stuff. Will add together to get your total score. Nice gap out over the ball there. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The star of the show has just made it down from the slopestyle. We are going to be sharing a microphone, Tim. We've had some technical issues, so we'll have to swap. Ladies and gentlemen, BBC's Tim Warwood. We're nearing the end of heat number 1 of qualification for the women, all right?
Yes, there we go. I've just come down from the slopestyle course. Vibes are high. There are a lot of smiles up there. It is proper spring snowboarding, but it is good. And do not be fooled by the slightly inclement weather because, like I say, vibes are high, man. Vibes are high.
Have we seen anyone try and put a run down yet?
No, because it is a little bit too cloudy to see from the top. But there's a lot of good tricks going on, and actually the good thing about it, a lot of the riders are already feeding back to the course designers. So there's going to be a few improvements going in. A few of the rails will get moved around. A few of the takeoffs will change. But yeah, expect some mega things from the slopestyle in the next couple of days.
Yeah, perfect. So I just seen our head judge walk into the room, and the TV's going off and on. Which makes me think that perhaps heat number 1 is over, Tim. So that was some pretty cool action going on the rails. Some tricks that we might have seen you and me do earlier on in the day, but done a lot better.
Not by us. By them, not by us.
No, I did. A couple of girls did some front board 270s out. Same style as me. Better style, but like front board rather than front blunt.
Henry, you look like you were being electrocuted.
Yeah, but I still landed it. What did you do today, Tim Warwood?
I wimped out. I absolutely wimped out. Day 1 for me, man. I broke my coccyx in Livigno just before the Olympics, so I'm on. I'm getting back to. I've got the vibe-ometer needs refilling for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So we will let you know what's gone on with the results, but that was great. I mean, my pick for the top was probably Marie Kuhlmann. She threw down, in my eyes, the heaviest tricks. Katja Dutu as well was absolutely killing it. We have head judge Gigi Scheidel in the house, who will probably be able to give me some information right now. What's happening, Gigi? We're going to start in 35 minutes. Sorry? 1:35 start for heat number 2. Okay, let's have a look at my clock. So we're aiming 7 minutes. We will be starting heat number 2. So who have we got in heat number 2? Anne-Sophie Lechon from Belgium. Jess Perlmutter, who was over in the Olympics. Tim, you saw her ripping. Zoe Roffi, she's from France but lives in Innsbruck. Thelma Sanfruttes-Freil from España.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, Janina Waltz, Olivia Keita-Karlsson from Latvia. I did some laps with her yesterday with Olivia and Nauris and Mia Brooks. The speed that they rode through the park was absolutely terrifying. I don't even free ride that fast, and they were making me hit rails. And the only reason I hit the rails is because Hiroto Ogiwara was behind me, and he wouldn't let me get out, leave the lane. So I did actually make contact with some rails going 400 miles an hour. Mia Brooks is on that list as well. Hopefully she's made it down from the slope and will be performing. Mila Stalker as well. And Momo Meho with Anna Gasser's on that list as well. Tim.
Gasser. Yeah, she was charging the rails. I saw her ripping through at the top section on the pro line. So, yeah. And the vibe's high, man. She's the vibe bringer. She's in good spirits. So she's thoroughly enjoying herself up there. So,
who are you talking about?
Anna.
Yeah, Gasser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did some laps with her yesterday as well. She was fun.
Yeah. So,
We're
it's going to be
locked in a battle to our death of who can do better methods. And for 15 years I've been winning, but Anna posted a method the other day that's got me a little bit terrified. So maybe finally I'll have to give up my crown to the best snowboarder from Austria ever.
Has there ever been a best method contest? Like a legit hip or a straight jump or whatever it might be? And what camp are you in? Are you in the camp hand in front of the binding or between the bindings?
Both.
Stop it.
It depends. If it's a hip,
God loves a trier.
if it's a hip, I like to go in between the bindings.
Yeah.
If it's a straight jump or free ride, natural terrain, I tend to go a little bit in front of the bindings.
Well, the method is a fingerprint. Everybody has one, and they're all completely different.
So I actually did win a method contest once. There was the Methodical Madness at
I remember that.
the board test, so there has been a method contest, but also at Jonathan Wheeler's wedding, former Nike snowboard team manager, forum from himself, brains behind the Hunger Pain movies, the best snowboard movies to come out in the UK.
One of the best, yeah.
At his wedding, I entered into a method competition with Spencer O'Brien,
Ooh.
women's world champion.
Yeah.
And the rules were you had to pull up the best photo of a method you ever had, and we got another wedding guest to judge it.
Okay.
The wedding guest was Nicholas Muller,
Okay.
and we gave no context to Nicholas.
Just said which is the best.
Who was in the photo?
Right, okay.
We just approached him with 2 photos. One shot by Cyril Muller, that was Spencer's. One shot by Aaron Dodds, that was mine.
Aaron Dodds shot of yours. Oh my word. Hang on, where's this going? I think I know what's coming here.
We approached him, Nicholas, which is the best method. No, and he's just like, no, didn't even flinch. Pointed straight to mine. At which point, Spencer went, oh, come on. And then he went, oh, no, but maybe I should look again. I was like, no. No influence from that. I won.
Oh my God, I love it.
But anything else that Spencer O'Brien did is better than me.
Oh yeah,
But I'm claiming it.
easily.
So training on until, great to have you in the booth here, Tim.
Pleasure to be here, thanks for having me.
3 minutes until we start. So, do you know the format, Tim?
Absolutely, yeah. Snowboarding.
Right, yeah, but do you know how they'll be judged?
Yes.
Tell me how.
Well, what we'll do is we'll go to our co-commentator and Henry will tell us how we're being judged here.
There's Mia Brooks. Excellent, she's made it down. Is that Mia Brooks? Looks like it. So there's a new format for the rail jams, okay? So over the summer, there's big judging clinics where the judges from around the planet gather together. They discuss updates to the format, new systems, new ways of improving their craft. Because, nothing is perfect in this snowboard world. And as the riders get better, the judging systems do get better. And they have come a long way in the last few years. There's a lot more rail jams popping up because of various rumours about whether or not it will be included into an Olympic format in the future. And so people are sort of paying a bit more attention, perhaps. There's Anna Gasser in the background. So the format they've come up with for this season, and this is a test season, let's say. I have been involved with a couple of events, and it seems to be going well. And also the feedback from the judging clinic was when they did blind tests, so they set up 3 or 4 different panels, they used this system. It was the first time that they all came out with the same results.
Stop it.
So what's happened, it's a jam format, so within the allotted time period, the riders can do as many runs as they feel comfortable with.
Okay.
We're probably, judging by the last heat, we're probably looking around 10 runs. If they're quick, maybe about 8 if they're a bit slower because they are hiking up. Anna Gasser is livid about the fact that she has to hike up. Unfortunately, we couldn't organise a sled for her, but she is hiking up.
She's the magic carpet, magic carpet.
But so their best 4 tricks will count.
Right.
So that all their tricks will be judged, and then at the end, their top 4 scores of 4 different tricks will be added together. And then a composition score will be added to that. So you've got judges scoring individual tricks, and then there's 2 judges, I believe, looking for composition, which is the variety of tricks, the use of the course, the style, and the execution kind of how it is. It's kind of like an overall impression that we call in slope style. So if you're doing a front board on the double kink, that's sick, and then you do a front board on the down rail, and you do a front board through the challenge rail, and you do a front board through that. They're all individually sick tricks, but your composition score is not going to be that high because it's the same trick, just on the different features.
Yeah.
Kind of get it?
I like that.
Yeah,
it's good. It does. What it does is it breeds progression. It starts to push people's trick bags, ensuring that they start to go, okay, if I want to do well in this contest, I've actually got to learn switch front board or a front lip or a back lip or whatever it might be to add to those
And what
tricks.
I tell you what they found as well is because sometimes maybe you take the sort of more contest-based slopestyle riders in there, and they've got quite a specific formula that they use because they're used to riding in the slopestyles. But then you've got these like crazy rail jam kids who spend their time filming in the streets and doing stuff like
Absolutely.
that. A very different approach. So maybe they're coming in just going, I'm just going to do the 4 best tricks I can think of, and they're going to be insane. But then you've maybe got a more sort of silent assassin who's just ticking off tricks as they go. And so it allows all types of riding in the same format. And while you do have to get 4 tricks, you know, sometimes in these rail jams you see a lunatic who's just trying to do the best.
Yeah.
You know, they quite often they'll just tick off 3 tricks easily and they're like, right, I've got like 15 minutes to try something wild.
Well, we've spoken a lot about progression in snowboarding and how it has got to where it is, and it is that jam format. And we spoke about who was it in the Olympic halfpipe that just went absolutely massive on their first hit, and we were talking about being able to do what they
Did we talk about this?
about being able to do exactly what we're doing here, which is this jam format.
Jam format.
It gives people the chance and the license to do more stuff. Look at his stamps. It gives people a chance to stretch themselves and to bring back essentially what snowboarding is all about, which is about session and riding with your friends. A rising tide raises all ships.
That's true.
You know, one person sends something, it's infectious, it makes everybody go, oh! And they then get involved and they then want to be a part of the session. And that's what it's all about, the session, the jam session. And that's what we like.
All right.
So we can see...
He's running in, checking we're all ready. I think we are about to start. So normally what we do, Tim, in these rail jams is we'll give each rider an intro run, which ideally gives us a chance to work out who they are. But they're not wearing big bibs, so the numbers are quite small. I'm going to look at this list and say I know most of these riders.
Well done.
So I'll try and keep this ship steering in the right direction. That's Anne-Sophie Lecon. Solid fixture on the rail circuit. Let's have a look what she's got for her first trick. Oh, that out to full slide. Former Rocker Rail overall champion. Had a massive crash last year in the streets and really hurt herself, but she is back and ripping. Never ever wears eyewear.
Love that.
This is sick rider. Oh, I think that might be Olivia. Yes, that is Olivia Carlson from Latvia, who I was riding with yesterday.
Nice.
50-50 front 3 out, first hit. So sick. Let's have a look. Watch this one, too.
Locks it in, preloads it, wall up, full 360. Well, we don't quite get it. We get it through the lens flare. This is Anna Gasser, Austria's finest. Very good. When you talk about that stock, like those slopestyle riders having that kind of stock bag of tricks they can just go to.
Yeah. Arguably, I don't even think it's arguably the most progressive female rider of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mila Stalker there, similar trick to Anna, backboard 270 out. Anna did the switch version from Australia. Mila, of course, coming in from an incredible result in over in the States. She won the rail rides in the States a couple of weeks ago.
Did she?
She did. Jess Shred, Jess Perlmutter, here we go. Up the best front board.
Yeah, who doesn't like watching Jess ride?
I rode the lift.
Oh, look at that.
Look at it. Perfect.
Boom.
90 degrees, riding that Mia Brooks Pro model.
There you go.
Won't be long before she's got a Pro model, I'd say, goodness. And
Speaking of which, yeah. Here she goes, Sam Batch's finest. Oh, answers straight back. She's like, what, you can do 270 out, so can I.
That's way slower than she was riding yesterday.
Well, it is in slow-mo, Henry.
No, I get that. All right, yeah, Mia Brooks is here, having fun. This is Telma from Spain. Solid fixture on the rail scene. No.
Backlip, pretzel.
She is, that's a new trick from her.
Just needs to squeak a little bit out of this, doesn't she? This is nice. This can be an improvement as she goes on, but I love that. Just, nice early.
Yeah, comes up a little bit.
Yeah. Of course, this is a jam format, so we'll try and get you these slow-mos, but you're just going to have to just enjoy it, sit back and relax. They're coming in thick and fast, And that is what we like.
I think that might be Janina Valks, but I have been wrong before.
We will be wrong again.
That might be Janina Valks. Interesting. Oh no, that's Zoe. That's Zoe Roffey. Pulls it out back.
What a mate.
Yeah,
Oh, gets
Zoe
on
Roffey
early.
from France that hangs out in Innsbruck, shreds with the same gang down there. She was here for our Jib King event earlier on in the winter season back in December. And Sophie coming in. Oh!
Yeah, little front board pretzel. Very nice. Okay, it's heating up. This is good. This is what we like. Like you said, those little intro runs. Done and dusted for most of the riders now. Yep. And we're back up, are we?
Yeah, there's Olivia.
Yeah. And already going over to that kink rail now.
I mean, that 50-50 front to the edge to her first one was so good.
Can the judges keep up with this? That's what I want
The
to know.
stalker. Sun's out, guns out.
Oh, that was
No sun's out, but
nice.
yeah, in the t-shirt, no dogs.
Yeah, look at
I
that.
love that.
She's got the baseball look to her. She looks like a baseball player.
So easy.
Oh, nice back leg on that.
Oh, Jess Shred. She was explaining her double sloth roll trick to me on the lift list.
Oh my word. Doing really well to get the 270 out of this. Not a lot of time off this down bar here. Shink.
Switch.
Oh, what's it?
Gasser.
That's exactly how you did it earlier on. On the, you know when you did it on the 1 metre round tube up there?
Flat tube.
Yeah.
That's how I did it. No, that's way better than how I did it.
Full commitment.
I did land mine better though. Here comes Brooks. Here we go. Easy as that. Headphones flying in the wind.
Can I say something?
No.
We've seen one kind of sketched run.
Do you
The
know what I was actually
consistency's
saying?
so high.
Heat number one, I think, like, I don't want to do any disservice to the ladies in heat number one. It was sick, but this heat has started off fire.
Yeah, this is insane. Like the standard has been ridiculous.
So what we found in heat number one as well is, like, as you mentioned, you got to get 4 tricks.
Yeah,
You can have 3, but you know, obviously with 4 tricks you're going to stand a better chance.
more points.
So what we saw is quite a lot of stop tricks from the girls on the standard rails in the beginning, and then they just sort of spread out to start hitting the kink rail a bit more, the challenge rail on
Yeah.
the rider's left, and the ball this one.
Yeah.
Got a great session with 270 nose bombs from Nata Sanchez in the first.
No way. Do you know what as well?
As clean as she could have, but
That angle there foreshortens that because that is a big gap up and over as well. Yeah.
when we get the double angle, you see how far they're having, and it's a decent height they've got to go as well. No one's made it to the end of the challenge rail on the rider's left though as well. No one's made it all the way through yet. So
Really?
Stella and Patty was trying to board slide through it, couldn't quite get it. The lady's just sailing on through there. So back up to the top, it is Anne Sophie Lecon dropping in, where is she? Over the ball. Nice gap over to front ball.
Yeah, solid.
Does she get it to the end? Did she stuck? She underneath that gap. I think she meant to get that to the end.
Yeah.
But it's whether the judges judge it on, is it complete with the, because they imagine the rail's longer would she have been locked in, but the rail's only that long, doesn't it?
The rail's only that long? Exactly. It can't be any longer than that.
Neither front blunt to fakie, or fakie forwards maybe. Let's have a look, I've got my list. This is easy to read this thing. Yeah, switch, fakie to forwards, front blunt.
Nice.
Jess Shred, give her a following.
Come on, Jess.
15 or 16 years old.
Yeah, proper shredder.
Belied
Oh.
that was insane.
Yeah, she can't legally buy lottery tickets in the UK, but she can do that.
There we go, Anna Gasser, front blunt 270 out, locks that one in clean. She looked a bit windswept there as she rode past the camera. She's like, maybe she put on goggles. I like it though. I'm rail jamming, so I'm on the mountain, but I'm doing a rail jam, so I'll take the goggles off. Brooks as well, no gogs, no probs.
Switch 2, easy. Love that.
Yeah, Mia showed up a few days ago and spent some days just shredding, having fun. reconnecting with the love of snowboarding there. Telma going out, gap over to front board. She'll have to lock that in a bit cleaner, I think. Solid stees, but yeah, just falling over. And Tim, what about that? Like, if that was just a straight takeoff onto the rail, you'd be able to lock in easy. But with that gap, what does it mean?
Well, it's blind, and you've got that little, it's not little, big, massive metal ball right in front of it as well. So you've got to gap up. You won't see it. You've got to get up and over. And actually, come on, they can do it. We know they can do it. So, and that's what's good about this jam format is you just get another go, just straight back up, get it locked. Bosh! Yes. Didn't quite lock it in. Almost takes it to full 180 here. Watch this. Yeah. Oh, I quite like that. Who was that, Henry?
Janina Waltz.
Yes, Janina.
Here's Olivia from Latvia coming in.
Come on, Olivia.
Doesn't lock it in, does she?
No.
Let's see. Again, I think she's going too slow. She was riding 1,000 miles an hour on every rail yesterday.
Sun's coming out. It's getting warm out there.
That's Mila. Mila's fault. Sun's out, guns out. She went guns out for the sun to come out. Oh, no.
He gets she goes front blunt 270 and then
Switch front blunt, switch.
front blunt, yeah.
And
Sophie, the Belgian. Oh, back lip 270. Yes.
nollie back tail.
Nollie back tail are you going to go for? Missed the nollie. That was proper though. That was proper. Woo-hoo-hoo.
She did one of those at the Rocker Rail a few years ago and caught her tail and managed to get it up on and ride away. And I was like, that's the crazy. I mean, she didn't mean to do it, but I was like, if anyone can repeat that trick, it would be the best trick ever done.
Jess Perlmutter getting ready. Good morning, America. Welcome. No, Gasser's gone. Oh, it's the signature Anna Gasser. Someone pull me in faster. Where's she going? Big. Oh, nice. Just a little gap up, little lip slide, was it? I'll have to see the other angle. Yeah, we'll give that a lip slide. Nice camera. Look, it's almost like a phantom. 1,000 frames a second. Boosh. Right.
Everyone's ditching their goggles. Ironic that the sun's coming out and they're ditching the gogs.
Yeah. Come on, Jess. Good morning, America. You'll be watching. What's she got for you? Oh, nice. Probably not as clean on the landing as she would like. So.
What?
Well, what? She's a bit like an Airbus Boeing 747, like the tail down first. Like, watch. Ding.
Yeah, all right. Brooks, though. Here we go. No slide pretzel. So easy.
Almost too easy.
I know.
Almost too easy.
Sometimes that can be a thing for the judges. It doesn't look like you're trying.
Do you know what as well, for a lot of the women here, that these rails are almost, you could almost make them a bit bigger for them, couldn't you? A bit longer. Do you think?
Yeah, why not? Just the shapers will love that feedback.
If you can just re-weld a couple of extra feet into each of the rails, please, before tomorrow.
No, it is the iconic stair set that's been in Absolute Park. So that was actually the stair set from the Nike Chosen Rail Jam like 18 years ago, and it found its home here in Absolute Park. And it's open to the public day in, day out. It hasn't been because we've been rebuilding it for this contest, but if you want to come and sort of try your mettle here next to the world's best riders, it's open every day, Tim.
Oh man, I implore people to come down here. It's, you know, from if any UK viewers, we're about an hour and a bit south of Salzburg here, flying to Salzburg, jump on the train, super easy, to Bischofshofen, they can get up here to Flachauwinkl and ride. Funnest place in the whole of Europe.
Statement. Here we go, 50-50. Yeah, can't quite lock on that bottom section there for Janina. Mila Stalker, steezy as ever, gap out to front board. Love that one. Got the cap under the hat, the cap under the helmet, Steez. Have you ever rocked that, Tim?
No, that was a bit, I was kind of just a bit out of it when that trend first came in, and now I'm definitely too old for it. Yes, there it is. Straight through the king, 50-50, gets the 180 out. This is solid. I like the way it's almost skate style through this as well. Watch that way the hands go up when she goes through the king. Look, tink. And then preloads the 180 out. Anna Gasser. That's going to be pretzeled out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. That's probably what she's looking for, just sort of piece by piece, climbing up the ladder, gapping out, solid nose slide, locked in all the way. Well, it's kind of lip slide, isn't it? I want to do one like that.
You'll never be able to do one like that.
Well, you say that. Here we go, Jess. Shred, Jess Perlmutter. From New Jersey originally, lives over in Utah right now. Going out of gap to backlip. Will she be gap, backlip, pretzel?
That could be the trick of the day on that thing, couldn't it? That'd be really nice to see. Yeah, big gap out. Like I say, you can't see, it's completely blind from when you're riding into that. You can't see that down rail, so it's a leap of faith almost.
Zoe Roffi now from France. Come on, well, someone's got to. No one's made it all the way through that. That kink rail's already pretty gnarly, but you add that kind of extra element to it. It's just, I wonder if they need a little bit more speed to carry it all the way through.
It's a Frankenstein of a rail, isn't it? It's an amalgamation of metal that they've tried to pass off as a rail section. Oh, I want to see someone get through that for sure.
Yeah, Telma coming in there, 50-50, front one. Can't quite lock it in, just catching that heel edge in the landing. There's Johnny, our starter, just letting the athletes know, our riders know how much longer they've got. And Olivia dropping in from Latvia. What's she got for us? Coming in, switch. Oh, switch 50-50. Is that correct? No, sorry, I'm an idiot. 50-50. Front lip, 270 out. Gets it this time. Clean, Tim. Look all the way to the end of the rail. Whips it round.
Yeah, nice. Mia Brooks. What's she got? She goes switch. One on. Little disco dance through. Oh. The control to just lock that in. Love the way she twists her feet just to get that locked and then bosh.
So it's half cab, switch 50-50. Haka switch 50-50, no slide pretzel.
Pretzel, yeah.
Kokomo's trick from the Olympics on both the rails.
Voice of Henry Jackson there, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, Mila Stalker from Australia. Oh, looking for that front blunt 270. Not quite locked it in yet, though. Switch front blunt 270. She's been battling with this trick for quite a long time. Is it time for her to move on, Tim?
No, because it's a jam session. She can have as many as she wants. I think she just needs almost a little bit less speed. Try and get onto the rail a bit earlier, maybe, says a man that can't slide rails.
I saw you do a board slide today.
It was terrible.
Doesn't matter. It's in the book. Locked and loaded. Right, so sun is coming out there, Tim. Tell you what, tools down. Are we going back up?
We are going to go back up for sure.
Anna Gasser there on her sort of 8th lap. You can see the body language. She's like, I hate hiking. Anna likes to hike powder jumps and street rails, but when she's in the park, she's like, oh, can I not just lap on the lift?
Yeah. It is a luxury, though, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, we cut to the slow-mo shot. Like a teenager being sent to a bedroom for coming home late. Look at her.
Here we go. Anne-Sophie dropping in. She has been in rail jams for probably the last 15 years. Just absolutely. And you know what? She keeps getting better and better. That was so sick.
So sick.
Didn't give you the microphone. I've kept it. Front blunt, locking it in perfectly. Super nice style from Anne-Sophie. Now Zoe Roffi coming in. Pumping for speed. Challenge rail. No, over the gap. Whoa! Holy moly. Back 3. Nowhere near the rail, to be honest, but goes for a back 3.
Why not? Jam session, do what you want. Okay, Jess goes. Let's switch 2 on. Yeah, switch 2 on. Locks into. Look at that. I was going to say, doesn't even get the front foot over it. Almost got a skateboard truck on it. Locking it on.
Kind of locked for that rail, but I don't think the judges will like that too much. Telma looking for that switch front board. Unfortunately, can't lock it in. Right, advantage for the riders riding the phase bindings because they're so fast. Do they have a slight advantage? Can they get like 2.5 more runs?
1.5 more runs, I think.
Well, there you go.
Full advantage. Not that we condone step in or step on bindings. We're naturalists. Yes, no.
If you want to step in or step on, you go ahead. I have no issue with the system. It's not for me because I I'm too stupid to use it, basically.
I saw, hang on as we watch Mia Brooks go front lip 270. I saw a rider up on the top with this quick step on bindings do fast plan on the wall ride, then step in to then hit the down bar. Yeah, and the top of the slopestyle course earlier on. So already you're starting to see the bindings being utilised in slopestyle runs. I mean, that is insane, right?
Yeah, Gasser gapping out to front board in the background as we talk absolute nonsense. Janina Waltz gaps out to that front lip as well. Doesn't lock it in though. Must be just a few more minutes left. A few more runs, I think, from our riders. There you go. Janina's like, I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
One more. Let me at it. Can't, yeah, you're absolutely right. Can't be long left. Smiles at the top there. You see the start marshals just making sure. Yeah, and it drops in. Going switch now. Oh no, that's a different drop in, was it? No, switch from board. Yeah. That like wigged me out then when it switched to the other side and all of a sudden she was facing the opposite direction. Yeah, it was a little early. You've got to look at it like the judges do. We're not being nasty. Oh, now then, back to Sev. I will take one of them. Yes, please. Get back up there, quick. Yeah, you can, well, we can't hear it in here, but no doubt there is a brilliant little crowd down there at the Chill House. They no doubt will have cheered that immensely. And that is the vibe that she needs. And we talked about that jam session earlier. The crowd will be playing their part as Jess Pullmutter goes. Big gap out over this front two. Oh, come on.
We would be counting that.
I'd be counting that, mate. That would be my ender, for sure. Oh, she does come off a little early, and she'll want it better than that. She'll know. She's a perfectionist. But, yeah, like I say, the crowd down there, they'll be playing their part, cheering these women on. And that might be it, maybe. We've just got a camera angle change here. Yeah, and we can see the rider's being turned away. The start marshal acts like an angry mom. The kitchen is closed. No more snacks.
Yeah, there we go. So that is it from qualification here today. All love there down the bottom. Anna Gasser giving Rina Yoshika a little hug down the bottom. Rina was in our first heat earlier on today, making a very welcome return to competition after a horrific back injury a couple of years ago. She got more metal in there than the rails in the park, but she's back and she's shredding. Yeah, so that's it for action today, ladies and gentlemen, here from the Spring Battle in Absolute Park, the women's qualification of the Rail Jam. Hope you have enjoyed tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow, if you're in the area, come up and check out the slopestyle, and we'll have more action from the men's qualification starting, I believe, at the same time. Might be a little bit early because we do have, I think, 4 heats for the men's. There's Nata, Katja Dutu and Zoe Roffi. I'm glad they made good contact on that high five, otherwise it would have been a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, Tim, what else we got going on here for the rest of the week at Absolute Park?
Well, of course, slopestyle qualifications or slopestyle finals going on. It's 4 days. Riders get there. They get 4 days to put down their very best run, get it filmed, then we'll be having the live show on Thursday night. We've got a World Cup coming up, but that is then and this is now. Like Henry said, we implore you to come and find us. Get yourselves down here. Tickets available on the door. You know how it works. Come up and be a part of the madness. Men's Rail Jam qualifications tomorrow. You can watch that here. And if you want to come and be a part of it, come and watch some of the slopestyle kids going absolutely full ham. We're hoping for a little bit of sun tomorrow, but it's been an absolutely epic first day.
Thank you very much, Tim. We'll be back tomorrow.
Welcome to Absolute Park Spring Battle. As ever, so technical on the rails. Solid start.